In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection 501st Legion ARC Trooper 3-pack. Hi there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video, and welcome to my review of the Star Wars Vintage Collection 501st Legion ARC Troopers 3-pack. This was supposed to be a SDCC exclusive, I believe, but will be available towards the end of the month on the HasbroPulse.com con that they're calling it, which is going to be over 2 days. I believe this will be available to pre-order in and around those dates, but luckily I do have it today for you to review, and I really do love these 3-packs. I love the design of them, really harks back to the good old days, and if you wanted one of these 3-packs from the original vintage line, you would be paying within the thousands. But I do love the way they have kept the design, and of course these exclusives do also have the foil chase. See, the regular releases of these don't have the foil chase, and also if we look at the back of the pack, it does have a really nice shiny sheen to it. I'm just going to allow you to pause the video just to read the gumph that they have for the 501st Legion ARC Troopers there, and yeah, the image on the back there is very shiny, but I think you can see it there. We do have Echo, Jesse and Fives. And once again, looking at the front of the package, we do have the window there of Echo, Fives and Jesse, looking very, very nice in their 501st Legion ARC Trooper armour. And I've got to say, I cannot wait to get these figures out of the packaging, so we're going to waste no more time. There's the packaging, special action figure set. It is rumoured that the Fives figure will be single carded in the next wave of figures, but it hasn't actually been announced yet. But still, we've got all three here to look at, and we're going to get them out right now. Okay, so here is the figures out of the main packaging, still in their tray. And as you can see, they do come with loads and loads of accessories. Each clone comes with his own DC-15 blaster rifle. They also come with the DC-15 carbine rifle, and they also come with the DC-17 pistols, I believe those are called. If I am wrong about the names of the blasters, please let me know in the comment section below. That is what those are for. But as you can see, each of the clones do come with all of those blasters, which is awesome. Each one comes with a removable helmet, and each one comes with his own unique paint deco on that all new head sculpt, which, judging by this, looks amazing. But we're going to take a look at the detail of each individual clone. They are all painted differently, which is awesome. So let's get them out of this tray and check them out. Alright then guys, so here they are out of the packaging, the 3 ARC Troopers of Echo, Fives and Jesse. And right off the bat, you've just got to say, look at the detail that they've done with these figures. Brand new sculpts, apparently all of them. They all have loads and loads of articulation, which we will take a look at in a little bit. But just taking a look at Echo to start with, I mean, look at the detail on the helmet there. That's just fantastic. We've got the handprint on his pauldron there and his armour. And as you can see, the armour, or the pauldron for all three, these two have the little ammo pouch on the left side and this one on the right. So different sculpts, which is awesome. But man, the paintwork, just look at the paintwork on his lower arm there, with his little buttons for his controls, and the paintwork, the little white piece there, the paintwork. They've just really, really gone for it with these figures. And his little backpack there, which actually is part of the pauldron. It's one piece. You can see the paintwork. I hope that's coming through on the camera anyway. They've actually put some gunmetal grey on the backpack there. So it's not just one black piece of plastic. He's got his little pistols in his holsters on his Karma, and the paintwork on his Karma is really good. I love the strapping on their armour, on their legs, for the, you know, the sculpt that they've done there. It's just really, really good. Let's just get him in full view. Now, the helmet size, I think it's almost there. Obviously, we've got the head sculpts underneath. They are removable helmets, so I wouldn't say they're as bad as we've had in the past. I wouldn't say they're perfectly in scale. I think they do need to be a slightly bigger than they should, because obviously it's got to get over that head underneath. But I think you can't really get much better than this. The Advanced Recon Commandos. They just look fantastic, don't they? So this one's 5s. And again, different paint deco on the legs. Different paint deco on his Karma. Pretty much the same backpack. Just wanted to give you a good look at all the figures close up because they really are good. When these were first announced, I was over the moon. You know, to get more clones, some fresh, brand new clones, but to get ARC Troopers as well, that is just something else. So this one's obviously Jesse. Now, I did hear when they were first announced that the Jesse helmet isn't accurate or something. Apparently, he didn't have the fin and he didn't have the little antenna thing there or the rangefinder. But these are articulated and they do remove, so you can actually take that out. It will leave a little hole, which isn't necessarily desirable, but at the end of the day, if you wanted to make the helmet a little bit more realistic, then you could. But man, look at that. Look at the colours. They are just fantastic. We'll go all the way round on Jesse. So you can get a really good look. Yeah, the paintwork on the arms really good. There doesn't seem to be any overpainting or any, you know, splodges or anything. They look really good quality, these. So I'm really happy with those. Next, we're going to take a look at the head sculpts, because the head sculpts are the realistic style. So they're not the animated style. But man, have they done an amazing job. And we're going to take a look at those right now. So we will start with Jesse. So we'll just take the helmet off there. Now, Jesse is my favourite. Look how good that tattoo is on that head. And look at the sculpting. Now, you've got to remember, these are 3.75 inch figures. So I think that's just absolutely awesome. Obviously, he's got the bald head. Now, the one complaint that I do have about these figures, if I can complain about anything really, is that the pauldrons are a little bit loose. So that isn't ideal. But when you have the helmet on the figure and you press it down, it does keep it in place. So it's not too bad. But if you wanted to display them with their helmets off, maybe under their arm or something, for display, they're going to be absolutely fine. But if you were going to play with these, if a kid was going to play with these, that would annoy me, I've got to say. But from a display point of view, it looks absolutely phenomenal. We'll get onto the articulation in a minute because, you know, there's so much articulation with these figures. You're going to be able to get them in all sorts of poses. The only thing that's wrong with it is that the ball jointed hips is restricted with the Karma, but it's not too bad. But I just wanted to give you a good look at the head sculpt. So that's Jesse. Next, we'll look at Fives. Now, Fives' helmet is a little bit tighter than the other two. I just pulled actually his head off, trying to get the helmet off because it is a bit tighter than the rest, but still, it does come off. You just have to work it off a little bit. It's yeah, it's on the tight side. Maybe this issue is limited to just a few of the early ones, maybe, and maybe they'll sort that problem out, because I have seen somebody else open these that didn't have the problem, but this helmet was difficult to get off. But as you can see there, another decent head sculpt. I would say that my goatee on my Fives is a little bit off to the left, just ever so slightly on the paintwork there, so not perfect, but you can even see the little number 5 tattoo on his head there, which is awesome. He's got his hair there, unlike Jesse. Really good. Next, we'll take a look at Echo. So let's just get rid of his blaster and let's take this helmet off. And he's just got a pretty much clean face, no tattoos, nothing. And the classic clone haircut. Really looks like Tamura Morrison, in my opinion. I think they've done an amazing job. Obviously they are done in the realistic style, which I actually prefer. I know some people wanted them in the animated style, but for me, I prefer them like this. Again, that pauldron slightly loose when you haven't got the helmet on. But just, you know, as I said before, the colours, they're so vibrant. The blue and the head sculpt of the figures, it's just really, really good set, this. And yeah, I'm so pleased they've done it. This is exactly the sort of thing that I've wanted for ages and ages and ages. So hats off to Hasbro for actually doing this. And hopefully we'll get them all single carded at some point. So that's Echo. Now I just want to go over the articulation with you because they are really good in that aspect as well. Now obviously this is going to rattle around a bit, which is a bit annoying. So what I might do is I might just pop this guy's head off to take that off, just because it gets in the way otherwise. But as you can see there, he does have a little peg for the head, which is so good in terms of the articulation. You get all the range that you're ever going to need. Fantastic. They have ball jointed shoulders, of course, and the armour does go under the shoulder there, so they go right up to that angle there, really far out, and of course they swivel round. You have a hinge at the elbow, which actually goes up quite far, and of course they swivel. The wrists have a hinge, and of course they swivel as well. Then you've got full diaphragm there, or on a ball joint for his upper torso. Loads of range of movement there. And then what I mentioned earlier, you do have ball jointed hips, but because of this Karma, which is a piece of plastic, you're going to get a bit of a restriction there because it's not going to get past this plastic. We have knee joints. Go about that far up. Obviously they swivel. And of course we have the hinge at the foot, and they are on a rocker. So again, brought in from the 6-inch Black series. I think the Hondo Inaka figure had the rocker on the ankle, and now we've got clones with it too, which is awesome. Alright then guys, so there you go. There is the 3 ARC Trooper clones, part of the 501st Legion, looking absolutely awesome all together there. Got them in 3 different poses, one with the helmet on, one with the helmet down by his side there, and obviously one with holding the helmet. I think I'm definitely going to display Jesse like that because of the, you know, the tattoo on the head. I don't think you can pass that opportunity up to display him like that. He looks absolutely awesome. One other thing I did want to mention is you can actually put the DC-15 carbine onto the backpack. There is a little peg hole for it. If we just move him round, you'll be able to see the little peg hole there. Tiny little peg hole, and that is for that little blaster there. So that's another great little touch. They just look awesome. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Another thing that I would say is that these figures are pretty damn delicate. You try and get them into poses and the blasters fall out of the holsters quite easily. I think they're newly sculpted blasters, but they do fit in their hands. They do have the trigger fingers, all that kind of stuff. And I think once you get them into these positions, into the poses that you want, then they're going to stay there. But I think a kid that's going to play with these, they're going to lose the parts. The pauldrons wobble around all over the place. So I think they're much better on display. And obviously it's the vintage collection. It's adult collectors, so perfect for us guys. And I just cannot wait to get them in my cabinet with the rest of my 501st. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching as usual. Drop a like down on this video if you have enjoyed it. And of course, we'll see you on the next one.